Hey VC, Jack here. Welcome to another edition of Vinyl Martini. Had a pretty exciting couple of weeks. 2 weeks ago, we had our first record fair since lockdown. So it was great to get out to that. Had about 30 dealers there. And then about a week ago, I went to Vancouver and spent a long weekend there and went to one of my favorite record stores and picked up some more records. I've bought a pile of records over the last couple of weeks, probably over 50. And so I'm going to break this up into two videos. The records I'm going to show today are all from the 3 for $10 bins. A dealer there had about 6 boxes and I bought a lot of stuff off them. So without further ado, let's just get started quickly because there's a lot of records here. In the first box, about the third record in, I found this record. This is J.J. Cale's second record called Really. Great record. I'm a J.J. Cale fanatic. I already have a copy of this, but this is probably an upgrade. The album is a little bit beat up, but the vinyl is really good. I'll probably keep this one and then gift the copy that I have. Next, found a copy of Mike Oldfield's Hergest Ridge. This is his second record. Interesting story. I think while he was recording this, he recorded it, I don't know, it took him about a year, and then something happened to the tapes. Either they got so spliced up or they got damaged by water, and he had to re-record this. So he had to do it over the course of 2 or 3 months and did it all from memory. This is a British copy. I've been picking up Mike Oldfield records in the last little while, usually really cheap, and they're really good. This is on Virgin Records. Next up, Leonard Cohen's first record, 1967. A little bit of glare there, sorry. But everybody should be familiar with this record. Again, I already have a copy. This will make another nice gift. This is a repress, but glad to have that. Great record, by the way. Next up, Fifth Dimension's Greatest Hits. Nice gatefold. A little bit beat up, but the record inside is fine. What are they? Just sort of nice, easy listening soul record. They had a career from about 67 to 73. They did show tunes, and half the songs on this record were written by Laura Nyro. I think the other half were written by Jimmy Webb, and I think there's one by Ashford and Simpson in For Good Measure. The Greatest Hits record, probably all you need from the Fifth Dimension. Next up, a couple of Roy Orbison records. Greatest Hits. These are all Monument recordings, and he's got Only the Lonely, Crying, Running Scared, I'm Hurting, Blue Angel. Nice. It's in nice shape. Roy Orbison's an amazing singer. Glad to have that. Next, another Roy Orbison record. This is his first record on MGM. He changed labels. I think Pretty Woman isn't on this, but Pretty Woman is, I think he recorded it on MGM, and Pretty Woman is just a great song. Happy to have that. Next up, a couple of Peter Gabriel records. This is his third record. I think people generally refer to this as the Melt album. No Self-Control on it. I Don't Remember, Games Without Frontiers. I'm a big Peter Gabriel fan, and of Genesis during the Peter Gabriel years. I don't know why I didn't have this in my collection, but I didn't. Now I do. Also by Peter Gabriel, So. This was produced by Daniel Lanois, I think. He had a number of hits on here. Sledgehammer, In Your Eyes, Big Time. Nice clean copy. Next up, Vancouver band, the Poppy Family. I've been picking up a couple of Terry Jacks records. Nice pop stuff. I think the hit on here was Where Evil Grows. $3. Can't go wrong. Next up, The Best of Frank Sinatra on Capitol Records. This is a reissue. Young at Heart's on here all the way, Witchcraft. And I'm embarrassed to say that I don't have any Frank Sinatra records in my collection. Usually I find them in the wild and they're just so beat up, but this is a nice clean copy. Glad to have that. Next, I guess I've been trying to buy some, I've been looking out for some disco records. When disco was happening, I was not into that at all, but I've been rediscovering it. This is Donna Summer's I Remember Yesterday album on Casablanca. And a copy of Donna Summer's Bad Girls. It's a double LP. Cover's a little chewed up, but the records got the original inner sleeves. The records look like they've never been played. And two of the big cuts, two of the big hits on here was Hot Stuff and Bad Girls. I think Jeff Skunk Baxter played guitar on Bad Girls. Next up, Kool and the Gang. They had a big hit, I think around 1974-75 with Jungle Fever. But this has got Celebration on it. Great song. Good shape. Picked up a couple of Joe South records. One is Joe South's Greatest Hits Volume 1. It's got Games People Play, Hush, Walk a Mile in My Shoes, Down the Boondocks. $3, I thought, well, why not? And I don't know, this might have been a mistake. Well, I don't know if a mistake, but I also got a copy of another best of Joe South records called Games People Play. It's on, I think it's on Pickwick, yeah. But a very nice, clean copy. It's on Pickwick. Cheapy. I'll probably keep one and give one away as well. I've been boosting my my country collection, so I picked up a Charlie Rich album. This is a British import. It's on Pickwick as well. Sorry, a little bit of glare there. And it is Songs of Love. Charlie Rich has got a great voice, great pianist. And Stonewall Jackson's Greatest Hits. I don't have any of his records. I don't even know him or know his music, but with a name like Stonewall Jackson, $3. I'll take a chance. And if some of these records are no good, I'll just recycle them down and bring them back to Goodwill or something like that. At least they'll have one copy or two copies of records that aren't beat to hell. And Best of Buck Owens Volume 2. I think in my last video was my dollar bin finds. I misspoke, and I think I said that the Beatles did his song Act Naturally. Well, it's not, he didn't write Act Naturally, but he made it famous. And the Beatles did do a version of it. I think they must have heard it on a Buck Owens record. And another great song by Buck Owens that's on here, it's Together Again. Graham Parsons does a fantastic version of that. And this is in pretty good shape. I don't know, probably released in about 1965 or so. Next up, Blind by a duo called the Corries. I think these guys are Irish folk singers, play a lot of traditional music. It's a British press on EMI on their Note Cheapy label. Looking forward to listening to this. Who knows? Next up, Buddy Miles, Chapter 7. I've been meaning to I've been trying to find some Buddy Miles records. This one is, the cover is pretty beat up, but the record itself is nice. Buddy Miles, friend of Jimi Hendrix's from the Army, and ended up playing with Jimmy at the end of his career. Pride of Omaha, Nebraska. Looking forward to listening to this. Next up, Wishbone Ash. Wishbone 4, obviously their fourth record, released in 1973. Prog rock, beat up cover, record's in good shape. Band called Jaluka. The album's called Scatterlings. This is a 1983 record. Must have been released after Paul Simon did Graceland with the South African influence. The back cover. Mixed band, white and black players on here. In good shape. Looking forward to seeing that, or to listening to that. Next up, Cat Stevens, Is It So? This is a 1977 recording. You know, Cat Stevens had big hits with Teaser and the Firecat, Tea for the Tillerman. And then he did a couple of records, more electric records, Foreigner, Catch Bullet 4. I love those two records, by the way. And this is going to be in the same vein. It's an overlooked record. Man, he's got Chick Corea on here, David Hood, Barry Beckett, Pete Carr, you know, the who's who of session players from LA. Cat Stevens. Bit of a goof. My first Monkees record. More of the Monkees. $3. I couldn't pass it up. I think the big hit on here was I'm a Believer. Staple Singers. Be What You Are. Love the Staple Singers. Gospel Soul. This is a 1973 record. It's on Stax. Looking forward to giving this a spin. Next up, this one I bought because of the cover. It's called Suke. Music from Ecuador, Peru, and Bolivia. You can see the pan flutes there, so it's going to be, I guess, maybe like a Zamfir album. So nice cover, good shape. Couldn't leave that one behind. And coming up, we're almost at the end. Thompson Twins. This is their 1984 Arista album. Big hits on here that I recognize are Doctor, Doctor, Hold Me Now. I don't have very much of the 80s stuff from Britain. The MTV stuff, all the MTV just went crazy with the music videos, and I kind of dropped out of listening to music and buying music in the 80s because of that. But looking forward to checking this out. Again, $3, couldn't turn it down. And last, I never thought I'd be buying an album by George Michael. This is Faith. I played this the other night, and it's actually pretty good. It's got I Want Your Sex, Look at Your Hands, One More Try, Father Figures on here. It's quite good, very slickly produced, and music that sometimes you have to buy some easy listening stuff so that your wife can enjoy it as well. Anyways, that's it. Next up, I'm going to show my newer records, my better records, but I just want to thank all my subscribers. When I started this in December, I thought maybe if I could get 10 subscribers, I'd be happy with that. I'm coming up to 50 now. So if you watched this video and you liked it, please hit the subscribe button. Add a comment, give me a like, give me a dislike, I don't care. I answer all my comments, look forward to them. And also, I have an Instagram account at Vinyl Martini. I show a record a day. If you're interested, give it a watch. And thanks for watching. Till the next time. See you later.